guys, we are so happy and excited to have you here at the Brickhouse Homestead. Follow along so I can tell you a little bit more about myself and why we're here. Hey guys, my name's Anna and welcome to the Brickhouse Homestead. This channel is something I've been thinking about for a long time. It's been on my heart. I used to have an old, just little blog page that I let go, and then I sat on this idea for a good while, and I just figured I'm ready. I'm gonna make a channel that's a place for people to slow down a little bit and just for me to share the everyday work of home and family and kind of learning as we go. So I'm a stay-at-home mom of 7. I'm married to my husband, who is my absolute best friend, and most all of my days are spent right here at home in our big brick house. Just caring for my children, managing the household, and honestly just trying to be faithful in the work that's right in front of me. Life with a big family is super full. There's a ton of noise, there's a lot of movement, and just a lot of ordinary mundane work that never really feels finished, but it's a life that's super meaningful to me. So like I said, our home is a brick house. It was built in 1902, so it's very old. It carries a lot of charm and a lot of beauty, just along with all the quirks that come with a house that's been standing for more than a century. We actually moved here a couple years ago from North Carolina, and our house in North Carolina was a lot different than the house that we're in right now. It was a new build, and it had granite countertops. It was a beautiful home, and I loved it, and I loved every second that we were in North Carolina. But when we moved here and we saw this old brick house, my heart fell in love. We have very worn floors and old trim, and there's little reminders everywhere that this house has probably held a lot of families before us. It's not perfect, and it doesn't need to be, and that's just what I love about it. Our home has just become the place where our children are growing, they're learning, they're being shaped, and where so much of our life unfolds day by day. So I spend a lot of my time in the kitchen. As you can see in this video, you'll see 99% of this video is in the kitchen, and with a big family, it's inevitable. There's always something to bake or something just waiting to be cleaned up. There's bread to make, which I do often. There's meals to plan. And there's more dishes that I can count. And honestly, we don't have a dishwasher, so you can imagine the amount of dishes I do in a day with a family of 9. Of course, there's also so much laundry. That laundry never really ends. And the funny thing about living in a old farmhouse from 1902 is the laundry is not in our home. It's actually in our storehouse, it's connected to our home, but it's off of the back of our house. So when we do laundry, we're going outside in these Michigan winters, and it is chilly, I will say. We plan to remake one of the rooms in the back of our house actually into a laundry room so that we can have laundry in the house. One day we'll have that indoor laundry space.
Get him! Okay, back to folding, sorry.
Hello?
Sure, Lou. Oh, him think about myself fun.
Anyway, all that to say, I've kind of come to see that like all of this ordinary work that I do really matters. That us moms do, they matter. Moms and dads, okay? So there's something special about caring for a home, just showing up day after day and doing the unseen things that really kind of hold a family together. So we homeschool our children, and the learning happens right alongside daily life here. We do lessons at the table. We have a study room. We do reading on the couch. My 11-year-old does a ton of reading on the couch. I mean, we have interruptions, obviously, from time to time with having younger siblings. Our kids are various age ranges from 16 to 6 months old. So it's not always neat. It's not always quiet, but it's special and it's ours. And honestly, homeschooling's taught me a lot about just patience and flexibility and just grace for my children and for myself, honestly. So anyway, we have chickens now, and we're planning to add pigs in the spring and more chickens and maybe even ducks if I can talk my husband into it again. We had ducks last year and we raised them for food, and now they're in our freezer. So homesteading is something that we're really growing into slowly. I'm learning more and more about canning and preserving. A lot of this is new to me, and I don't have it all figured out. I'm learning as I go, and I want that channel to reflect that. I would love to be able to walk through this with some of you guys.
From her burrow deep in the forest. And then when baby fox is ready for bed, she curls up in her burrow with her family and goes fast asleep. Good night, baby fox. Ow.
This definitely isn't about perfection or having the most productive homestead. It's just about building skills and kind of just stewarding what we've been given and involving our children in the work and our family in the work. I've recently been drawn to Elizabeth Elliot's writings, especially her emphasis on faithfulness in the ordinary life. The idea that meaning's not found in doing more, but in doing what we're called to do with care and intention. And it kind of shapes how I approach this season of my life. So here at the Brickhouse Homestead, I'll be sharing our everyday life, animal chores, baking from scratch, homemaking routines, projects around our old home, and just kind of the rhythms of caring for a big family. If you're someone who loves home and old houses and handmade food and the quiet work of family life, I hope you feel at home here. Thanks for spending time with us here at the Brickhouse Homestead.